But I just want to say a few things, a few little points. You know, power and authority are funny things because they work a certain way. See, I actually think that power and authority are pure mental constructs. But it's set by rules. Just like any construct, it's set by rules. See, here's the rules of power. If I'm a powerful person, I tell you what to do. You don't tell me what to do. In a position of power, you have to prove things to me. I don't have to prove things to you. I can be skeptical. And my skepticism matters. Because if I'm skeptical about something that you say, you have a burden of proving it to me. That makes me powerful. If you're skeptical of me, then that's too bad. I don't care. You can be skeptical of me, and I can just say, oh, whatever. Because that's the privilege of power. But if a person in power is skeptical and you don't have power, you have to prove something to them. If you get lucky and you can manage to prove something, they'll give you some reward. And that award will be approval. They'll give you a thumbs up. You get a thumbs up. And if you get a thumbs up, then, wow, that's something. You've worked hard for that. You've climbed mountains. You've swam oceans to get that. And you cherish that thumbs up. But, sometimes it winds up being the $85 cheeseburger. There was a point to that story, by the way, the thing about the myth of the $85 cheeseburger. Because I came up with that idea many years ago. I actually used to call it the $50 bologna sandwich, but I decided, and this is something I just created out of the blue. Because it's like people overpay for something. They pay a very high price to win the approval of a person. Skepticism can sometimes seem like a powerful thing. I remember one time at work, a coworker didn't like this other woman at work. Somebody who I happen to like a lot, and I think this woman's a great person. And she said, well, that woman, she's a man. And I said, she's not a man. She's a woman. And it's something obvious and silly, but I kind of getting sucked into this little thing. And she said, well, then prove it. Have you looked under her dress? And I'm thinking, okay, this is getting silly. But the point is this. This person will say something that's obviously not true. And then put me in a position where, okay, I got to prove it. And then when you start getting into an argument with a person like that, you realize, wait a minute, this is stupid. This is silly. I'm getting sucked into this. I'm getting sucked into this thing. And then I can say, well, I don't have to prove it, and because you can obviously see it. I'm taking that person serious. I learned sometimes the best thing is when somebody pretends that being skeptical gives them authority. I have to step back for one moment, look at it, smile, and just have a part of me that says, really, being skeptical doesn't make you powerful. It doesn't really make you powerful. You can doubt what people tell you. And you can express a great deal of doubt. And that's okay. And everybody has the right to doubt. There are many things I'm skeptical about. For example, I'm skeptical of the claims that religion is evil. Or that when people are religious, they're less intelligent than people who aren't religious. Despite all of the things that people put together many times. I see this, like, for example, montages of all those very smart people who are atheists. And some of those people aren't even atheists. They even said they weren't. Like, I think of one particular scientist who vehemently denied being an atheist, But yet people totally ignore that fact. The point isn't so much a thing about fighting against atheism. I have no problem against a person being an atheist. But it's when somebody pretends that being skeptical actually makes them powerful. It appears to make you powerful because everybody tries to prove to you that you're wrong. And you can sit there and kind of feel a tremendous sense of delight in, wow, I can make people go jump through hoops and try to prove things to me. They're trying to prove something to me, which means I'm powerful. But that's an illusion. It's naive realism. It appears to be true, but it just isn't.